Welcome to Aquila Yoga. I've been asked to do a heart opening sequence. So a few back bends, but just basically to warm up the whole spine really. So we'll do around 20 minutes, a nice easy practice. Be ready to get warm, sweaty a little bit. We'll see how we go. So first off, we're just going to connect with the breath. So place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and close down the eyes. And just listen to the breath moving in and out of the nostrils with no judgment. Just listening to the natural rhythm of the breath. And notice if the breath is more in the chest or the belly. Maybe it's really deep today. Maybe your breath is really shallow. And just notice where the breath is. And then we're going to shift it. So imagine the breath coming up to the top of the head on the inhale, and then press it all the way down to the belly on the exhale. And then inhale again through the belly. And exhale back through the body up to the crown of the head. And then exhale again down to the belly. Inhale, press the breath back up to the crown of the head. And then back down to the belly. Inhale back up to the crown of the head through the chest. And down to the belly again. So really lengthening through the breath. Try to lift the soft palate up through the mouth as you breathe. And just feeling the shoulders, the chest start to melt open. Feeling that space coming through the upper back. That length and warmth coming through the base of the spine. And then bring your hands together in prayer position, and we'll begin with chanting Om. Deep inhale. And maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Okay, so slowly blinking the eyes open, and we'll come onto all fours. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, just tucking everything in, and just start to make big circles around the wrists. Real big circles. Warming up the hips, warming up the back. And the other way. Big circles. And maybe getting a bend through the elbows as you go. Allowing the shoulders to be soft. Allowing the neck to be soft. And then when you're ready, tuck your toes under and just lift the knees. So you're hovering the knees off the mat. And you can sort of bounce into this, in and out of it, if it makes you feel a little bit easier. It's quite an interesting situation for the old thighs and the abdomen. It's great though. And then slowly release the knees. Release your forearms down to the mat and inhale, lift the head, tailbone lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, tailbone tucks under. Inhale again, lengthen forward. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, rounding in. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, rounding in. Plant the palms, lift the elbows, press back, bent knee, downward dog. So lift the heels, bend the knees, press the chest back towards the thighs. And then inhale, shoulders over wrists, high plank. Lower all the way down to the belly with control, one straight line. Okay, elbows in, shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Really engage through the belly as you go. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, softly releasing. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to release. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to release. This time interlace the fingers behind the back. Reach the knuckles back towards the heels, lift the chest, 3 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 2, get your knuckles off your bottom. Keep breathing for 1. And then exhale, hands come underneath the shoulders, press back, child's pose. We're not going to stay long in child's pose, so tuck your toes under and press back, downward facing dog. Okay. In your down dog, inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, step that right foot in between your palms. Back knee comes down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, curl the chest open, elbows come out wide. So pulling the elbows out wide and reach the knuckles down towards the inside of that back thigh as you send the hips forward. But keep engaging through the lower belly as you go. 3 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 2. Keep breathing for 1. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, right arm to lift. Exhale, reach your right hand back behind you. Inhale, reach the arm to the sky, squeeze through inner thighs. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, reaching high. And exhale, reaching back. Inhale, reaching high. And exhale, reaching back. Tuck your left toes under, lift the left knee and take hold of the foot. If that's not available, that's absolutely fine. Leave the foot and just reach back. And you can get a little strap or something, a tie, just a tie around the ankle and grab hold of the ankle if the space is not available through the hips and the shoulders. Great. And then when you're ready, both hands to the mat, step back, high plank. So you have 2 options, either lowering the knees, untuck the toes, elbows in all the way down to the belly with control, or lower chaturanga, heels forward, lower through the elbows halfway, inhale, up dog, lift the thighs and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to lift. Exhale, step it in between the palms. Back knee comes down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Slow down through the breath. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Okay, so your other crossing with the fingers, so the weird way. And then reach the knuckles down towards the mat. The elbows come out wide. That just helps open through the chest that little bit more. Knuckles come down towards the inside of that back thigh. Reach your gaze, chest to the sky. Relax through the jaw, the neck if that's possible. Hips reach forward. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, left arm to lift. Exhale, reach your left fingertips back behind you. Allow the hips to reach forward. Inhale, squeeze through inner thighs. Exhale, hips reach forward, fingertips back. Inhale to squeeze through thighs, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reaching back. Tuck your left toes, right toes under. Lift the right foot in towards the hand and then lean open. And draw in through lower belly. 3 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 2. Keep breathing for 1. And then release both hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower knees to the mat or chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And press back, downward facing dog. Breathing into the heels. Breathing into the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, hop your feet behind your wrists. Toes out, heels in, and come to sit down into a little squat. Elbows coming to the insides of the knees, lift the chest, shoulders back. Thumbs draw in towards your sternum, so in towards the chest. Slide your shoulder blades back and lengthen through the sides of the waist. And then squeeze your knees into your elbows, elbows into knees, and lift up a few inches through the hips. 2 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 1. Slowly release the hands. Turn the toes in, knees to the backs of the arms, look forward, lift the heels. Lift one foot and then the other foot possibly. And either step back, high plank, or jump through to chaturanga, shoot the feet back. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to left. Exhale, step it forward towards the hands. Back knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Okay, so placing your right forearm to your right knee, reach your left hand back and hopefully take foot into hand. If again it's not available, you can take hold of a strap around the foot. Okay, bring the heel into bottom first off and then sit down through the hips. If it's a bit spiky on the top of the knee, maybe get a little cushioning, a little pillow, allowing the hips to fall forward. And if it's available, maybe taking both hands back, taking hold of the foot. If you're here, maybe flex through the toes and send the heel back and open out through the chest. So it's more of a back bend situation. But some back bends come through the thighs, okay? Maybe you're opening out through the thighs more, through the hip flexor. 2 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 1. Slowly release that foot, release the hands. Step back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. And press back, down dog. Okay, inhale, left leg to lift. Exhale, step it forward towards the hands. Back knee comes down to the mat, keep the toes tucked under. Hands to your hips, cool. Inhale, lift that back knee. And exhale, lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Okay, so left forearm to left knee. Reach your right hand back, take hold of a strap or the foot. And then pressing foot in towards the heel, in towards the hip. And allow the hips to reach forward first off. Okay, So just allowing for that space to come through the front of that right hip flexor, through the psoas muscle. Loosen through the jaw. And if it's available, taking that left hand back. If you've got both hands on the foot, flex through the foot and send the foot back and open out through the chest. So really driving that heel back. Open out through the chest as much as you can. Maybe release the head back. Allow the hips to reach forward. 3 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 2. Keep breathing for 1. Softly releasing that back foot down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. And press back, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Hop your feet behind your wrists. Sit down into your little squat. Reach your fingertips forward. Drop your seat. Cool. Okay, knees together, heels forward. Drive the heels forward, fingertips forward. And exhale, stretch out from heels to the crown of your head. Inhale, back in. Exhale to stretch out. Inhale to draw in. Exhale, stretch out. Last time, inhale in. Exhale, stretch out. Inhale in. Feet down to the mat, reach your fingertips forward, feet about hip width apart. Make sure the heels are just turned out slightly. Then lengthen through from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head, reach your fingertips forward and slowly melt down towards the mat all the way. Okay, have a little wiggle. Nice. And then feet underneath the knees, hands down to the mat, heels just turn out slightly, toes turn in and really root down through in your big toes and your little toes. Squeeze through inner thighs and just tilt the pelvis off the mat and see how that feels. Exhale, softly releasing. So the rest of the spine is long, but your inhale just curling the hips off the mat, and exhale to lower again. Inhale, curling the hips off the mat, squeeze through inner thighs and lowering. And last time, inhale, curl the hips and lowering. This time, plant the palms. Inhale, curl the hips all the way off the mat, roll the shoulder blades under, and you can, palms facing in towards each other, place your fingertips to the inside of the heels, and that will allow you to press your hips higher, thighs higher, and open up through the chest. Also, option to interlace the fingers if that feels better for you. 3 more breaths here. Really root down through the toes, squeeze through inner thighs, press the thighs high. 2 more breaths. Keep breathing for 1. And release the hands, release the hips slowly down towards the mat. Slowing down through your breath. Okay, one last time, but we're going to add on if that feels okay for you. So inhale, lifting hips to the sky, hands into the inside of the heels if you want, or interlace the fingers. And then option here to stay where you are, or you can slide your hands underneath your back so thumbs come either side of the spine and fingers wrap round towards the waist. If that's available, that's great. And if the elbows planting nice and heavily into the mat, back of the neck nice and long. If you've got the space here, you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit further and you feel fully supported by your elbows, bring your right knee into your chest and then your left knee into your chest. Okay, reposition the hands flat to your back and then inhale, reach the legs to the sky. Okay, coming into your shoulder stand. It's quite hard to talk like this, so we'll see how we go. 2 more breaths here. Keep breathing for 1. And then feet slowly come behind the head. If you don't have a sofa in the way, it's much easier. Hands down to the mat. And then slowly sliding the spine down to the mat. Slowly releasing. Slowly releasing the legs all the way down. Press down through the elbows. Lift the chest. Okay. And slowly release the crown of your head down to the mat. Oh, I've got some interesting things in the way today, like my hair. Okay. Just to give your neck a bit of a space. And then chin to chest, slowly release. Savasana. Let it go. Close down your eyes. Find your breath. So I suggest to stay in Savasana for a little bit longer, but I'm going to cut it short today for me because it's not really my practice, it's yours. So stay lying on your mat. Maybe give yourself another 5 minutes and just allowing the breath to move along the length of the body from the toes up to the crown of the head and then back again. And just listening to the breath and visualizing the breath like a wave moving through the body. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for watching, thank you for practicing, and thank you for your dedication. Namaste.